All right. Ooh, Brian Bose. Brian Bose.
Hey, hey! I am living for this. I'm
Is,
living for you. I just love you. Thank you so much for having me.
is this the most ridiculous thing that you've ever done in your entire life?
What's going on? Like,
There's
I'm
a whole
living.
fiasco. Listen, things are happening. It's a whole operation here at the Come Up. Brian,
Yeah,
how are you?
yeah. You know, I'm out here. No, I'm not out here. I'm in here, safe at home. I'm doing pretty well though. I'm trying to just step into that joy, do things like this. Just have fun, connect.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, can we start with the breath? Can we start with the collective breath,
Yes, yes.
just so we can connect?
Mhm.
All right, let me lead us, y'all. So we're gonna inhale, then we'll hold it in the middle, and then we'll exhale. Here we go. Inhale, hold it, exhale. Yes, amen.
That
We are
was
connected.
our first collective breath in Come Up history.
Yes,
Listen, we are breaking records here already.
snatch him left and right. Yes, yes,
How'd you end up in
indeed.
Minneapolis? What was that? What happened?
So my last year at UC San Diego, Jack Ruler, who's the artistic director of Mixed Blood, he came as a guest director, and I choreographed for him. And on day two, he's like, "You should move to Minneapolis and make a living doing what you love." And fast forward, he got me here, and he was so right. I feel so blessed to be here. The opportunity to do what you love and actually make a living and make a lot of connections. There's so many people doing what we do. Yeah, and creating their own work too, in case there isn't a part for you to audition for. You can make work, and I love that.
The Midwest is so strange. So, like, how have you? What have you learned about the Midwest from being a West Coaster?
It gets cold as fuck, so relish the good weather when you got it. Like, go to a lake, go to the beach, get in that water, get on a bike, get physical, get
Yes,
outside.
yes. And clearly, being on the come up is the most
um,
amazing thing you've done during the pandemic. But what else are you doing?
I mean, you said it. And I go dance at the park. Um, I dance in public. I'll bring my speaker and I'm doing my repertoire, dancing full out in public. I don't care who sees. I was dancing in front of this house, and I was sitting down for a little break, and then I got flagged down by this woman, and she's like, "Excuse me, but are you a dancer?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Were you here the other day?" And I was like, "Uh huh." And she's like, "I saw you out my window. I called up my husband and said, there's this amazing dancer out in the park. I hope he comes back." And that brought me so much joy.
How long have you been dancing? Is it a lifelong? Was it a lifelong thing for you?
Pretty much, I've been dancing since I could walk. Like my mom said, I was running before I could walk, so I was dancing since I was little. I was mostly self-taught, learning via video, concert footage, music videos, and just learning through the joy of dance. I've always been a mover and a shaker, even a praise dancer in church.
As a praise dancer, you're like you're getting through it. You're like making up. You're doing all the things. You're one moment ballet,
All
then
the
you might
things,
do a
all the
little
hands, all
African.
the
Your
mhm.
dance style is very eclectic. It's almost like therapy through movement. Or is there a specific like dance style that like you gravitated to that kind of helped you more from that direction?
I mean, definitely hip hop was the first love, and then once I got to college, I started taking modern dance, improvisation, movement exploration, partner dancing, contact improvisation, even a movement practice called Feldenkrais. I was just opened up to a lot of different modes of being embodied and moving and storytelling as well.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the Slay Workshop like a hip hop fusion, and that's where I like to live. Just a fusion of movement that is of me, and I can't just be in one mode.
The Slay Workshop. It's part dance class, part yoga class, part meditation class, part cardio, part inspiration. Where did this idea come from, and when did you start doing it?
I was trying to figure out some kind of class I could teach, and I'd ask people what do you think? They're like, "Oh, that sounds cool, but I won't come." And I'm like, "Why?" "I'll look silly, I'll look stupid, blah blah blah." This one time I took a dance class, I failed, and all these stories of fear and shame when it comes to movement and self-confidence and just being in oneself. How about I offer a class that's no dance experience necessary, and just a place where you can actually dance to empowerment, feel empowered, feel sexy and confident, and just to learn dance. So I started in San Diego, and it has taken a journey from San Diego to Germany to when I moved here to the Guthrie Theater, part of their Guthrie education, to Pride, to the Pride stage, and TEDx Minneapolis. I feel so proud that over the past 4 years since I started this, it's evolved, and I've been able to slay with so many people. And that's what I just want to do. I want this to go all over the world. It's definitely validating. I proclaim myself a light worker, just to be a beacon, an example of what turning on your own light can be like. And to be from that place. I'm all about radical authenticity. I've been really thinking about that lately because that's what matters. Everyone else is taken but you. So be you. You're the only one living in your body. You're the only one living in your head. So, why not be the fullest you as possible, unapologetically? That's where I'm coming from.
The last time I saw you in real life, I saw you in Thunder Knocking on Your Door, 10,000 Things in Minneapolis, which unfortunately had to close early because of COVID-19. But it was one of the most, amazing shows that I've seen in a long time, truly in a long time. Let's talk about them a little bit. What do you love about 10,000 Things?
Y'all. Oh my God, 10,000 Things is amazing. They tour throughout greater Minnesota to prisons, old folks' homes, underserved communities so that they can experience theater too. And we literally perform right there with people. I applaud them because they still paid out their artists, still committed to doing what they do, and they have shifted the mode in which they work to still serve the community. So shout out to 10,000 Things.
Slay at home. You are now teaching Slay workshops from your living room on the Facebook. What's changed in the way that you present the class? How did you shift it to home?
It just brought me back to the reason why I created this class in the first place. That feeling that I got with dancing in my living room in my underwear and getting my swerve on and stepping into my superstar self and my superpower self. I still dress up. I get to interact and talk with people still. It's basically just being a movement therapist to people in my own little Slay way. So thank you all for still supporting me, lifting me up.
Your goal is to take Slay around the world, and you're worldwide right now in this moment, which is amazing.
Damn, say that again. We worldwide.
You are worldwide. This is the World Wide Web.
I can't. Oh my God.
So how do I do Slay at home if I want to?
Slay schedule is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays starting at 6:30. Mondays will be for the Guthrie education, and that's through Zoom. Look at all my page for that. If you go to videos, you can find all the past Slay Workshop live sessions. I post them up there, and they're free, offering it up to the community gift, honestly.
Brian Bose, this was wonderful.
Man.
You're so wonderful. I miss you so much. Thank you for being here.
I miss you too. Thank you for creating this platform and giving the people what they want, giving the people what they need.
Giving the people what they need. Yes!